Hi, I'm Nicola Cairncross.
Hi, hello, hey, hi.
I'm going to talk to you about success. Yes. Hi everyone, it's Nicola here, and just wanted to say hello and welcome you to the Vzine this week. I've got a particularly juicy topic for you in the middle section this week, so I'm not going to bang on too much about what's been going on. Suffice to say, we've had Dave's Dining Club on Friday, and the weather's been fantastic, and we're off to an official Christmas lunch today in the middle of April, which is going to be very funny. Somebody, I think somebody discovered they had a turkey in their freezer and it had to get eaten, so we're all going round. I'm in charge of roast potatoes. So I'm looking forward to that because I am starving. Let's get on with the show, shall we? This is Nicola Cairncross here from nicolacairncross.com and clicksandleads.com, and I just wanted to go live today to test out the new straight to live from desktop functionality that Facebook seems to have acquired. And I was alerted to this by watching my friend Minesh Bindi doing some very, very good Facebook lives from Colombia over the last week. He's got a launch coming up, and he's been doing some Facebook live straight to camera, and I thought I'd run through what makes them so good, because last night was an absolute humdinger. It really was, and I'm going to link to it in the first comment below so you can go and watch it. Now, Minesh is a young chap. I met him when he was about 14, and he's done a bit of stage speaking, but over the last year or so he's been quietly getting on with building his business Gold and Silver for Life into a training company that teaches people how to not only buy gold and silver wholesale, but how to cash flow it as well, so it's not just sitting there in some vault in Switzerland not earning you any money. And he's got clients in 46 countries, and he's got a lot of my clients as his clients because I sent them over to him. This is something I'm not temperamentally suited to do, although if I was going to pay anyone to do it for me, it would certainly be Minesh. And I know he does a great job, and he looks after his clients and they get a great result. So, excuse me, I'm in Greece and there's lots of flying things around at the moment, so if I jump or move backwards or start flapping my arms, that's what's going on. So let me run through some of the reasons why Minesh's live yesterday was particularly good. And I don't know if he even knew he was doing it consciously. I don't think he planned it out. I think he just turned it on and started talking, much like I have today. So let's try and deliver some value for you in the same way that he did yesterday. Now, he did something along the lines of 30 reasons why the way most real estate investing is taught is not great. I can't remember the exact words he used, but he also then went on to list these 30 reasons. But it was an interesting setup because he was on a balcony in a very beautiful apartment in Colombia. He's in South America at the moment, which is quite funny because I thought he was in Canada. And as he was about to go live, it started raining, so he had this fantastic view in the background, and then he had to move inside, which was an interesting thing in itself because it really made you realise that he really is where he says he is. Lots of people use green screen, and you don't actually know if the background you're looking at is real, but by Minesh picking up his camera and walking inside, it was very obvious that it was in fact he was actually there. And then the next thing that happened was the doorbell rang and a guy delivered this big platter of fresh fruit. So you knew he was there, and you knew that he was just living, getting on with living his life out there. And he started talking about his topic, and as he went through, everyone was interacting with him, and he was very animated, and he really knew his stuff. So he demonstrated there that he really knew his topic, and he built up his credibility by talking about all the different ways that people get taught real estate investment, and also the things that don't work for a lot of people in real estate investment. And he said the turning point for him when he got out of owning properties in the old school traditional way was when he had to get up at 11 o'clock at night and go and change a light bulb for a tenant, because the tenant could have perfectly easily done it himself, but it was in the terms of the contract that Minesh would do it. So he was going through his list of topics. He was really clearly indicating who his ideal client was, and who he was aiming at this new launch of this new investing product at. And the new investing product is property in a different way. So he was making it very clear. He was pressing the pain points of people like me who've got kids who are just, perhaps got a bit of money from an inheritance. And he was really saying, the reasons why they should be looking at this new kind of property investing and why it would suit them. And he built credibility, he built passion. He really started getting going about halfway through. Watch his video, there's a link below. You'll get really interested as he goes along, because he got more and more fired up about why people are still selling old-fashioned methods of real estate investing from the stage, why they're selling it in books, why they're selling it in membership clubs. And he got really, really, really passionate about it, and it was absolutely fascinating to watch. And he worked himself up. And the thing about Manesh is he's independently wealthy himself. He's done that himself. His dad gave him a bit of help in the beginning, I'm sure, but he has been doing his own deals and building his own business ever since. And he actually doesn't give two hoots for what he says and who he upsets. In fact, he's young enough not to care, and he's young enough still to have plenty of testosterone so that he's ready to take on all comers. So he was getting more and more passionate. He was getting more and more straight talking. He was being 100% authentic. He was being 100% himself. He didn't care what he looked like. He didn't care what he sounded like. He just got very passionate on behalf of his clients and his potential future clients. And it was a very connecting thing for him to do. He left us dangling. He after laying out all his contrarian views on the topic of real estate investment training right now, he then left us dangling. He hinted enough that his new product and his new training was going to be so radically different, it was going to wipe the floor with his competitors. And that was a bold claim indeed. But he left us dangling right at the very end. He built it up to a passion, a crescendo, and then left us dangling. And that's called a soap opera ending. It's where the soap operas leave you dangling and the music comes in, dum, 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 dum. So that's what you must do. And the person who teaches soap opera endings like this very well in the internet marketing world is, of course, Andre Chaperon. So I just wanted to talk a little bit more about someone else who's doing Facebook Live very well. There's lots of people doing it in a very polished way, and they're using the software where you've got the bars going across the screen. And I think it really puts a lot of business owners off, because they think they have to be completely polished. They have to have, a special studio looking background, and they have to be beautifully made up. The women certainly feel like that when you're comparing yourself with someone like Marie Forleo. But I'm making a little bit of a niche for myself by just being 100% authentic. I haven't put any makeup on today. In fact, I'm about to pile a big pile of spuds because we're all having a group dinner out here in Stoupa. We're having an official Christmas day, so we're having a turkey dinner, and I'm in charge of spuds, and I'm going to get quite grubby, I would think, piling spuds enough for 20 odd people. So no makeup. I'm always quite a tidy person, so the background's quite tidy. But the thing is, you just have to get over yourself, and you have to just get on camera and talk to the camera as if you're talking to one person. I haven't even stopped to look and see who's there. I'm going to see who's there in a minute. If anyone at all is watching this, they might not be. But I think the thing to do is to realise that your authenticity will shine out. Your passion for your topic will shine out. People will connect with you because you're an ordinary person, and they will, if you've got good things to say, then they will want to hear it. And I've got a list of 20 odd things I want to say. Today's topic was superseded by telling you what was so great about Manesh's live, so that you could copy it yourself in your own life. Right, let's tell you about someone else who's doing a really good job. James Schramko. Now, this is someone who wasn't traditionally quite comfortable on video in the early days. He says that himself. He's fantastic on audio and podcasts, even though he was told by someone else I know that he has got a rather boring voice in the beginning, which could have put most people off for life. But not James. He carried on, and he's had nearly 3 million downloads, which is quite incredible, isn't it? And he's doing a series of Facebook Lives which totally inspired me. I saw the first one, I think, yesterday or today, and I thought, that is just great. He's getting on, he's talking about something he's passionate about. He's doing it from various locations. He's not making it fancy. He's just standing and talking straight to camera about things he cares about and he wants you to know about. And it really inspired me to have another go, because Facebook Live traditionally has been quite difficult for me, because the internet connection out here is, well, what's the word, tenuous to say the least. So I'm hoping that this is coming out okay your end. Go onto the Facebook Live map and see who is around. If you want some help with me, I've just been running a 30-day 30-day challenge for people to do my Be Everywhere online system. I'm going to be able to download this and I'm going to be able to put it into my weekly content creation process, which means that I will be able to edit it and I'll be able to put it onto LinkedIn, onto YouTube. It's already on Facebook. And just on the quick topic of YouTube, my daughter Phoebe makes makeup videos and she hasn't done anything for 2 or 3 months. I went and had a look the other day and she's topped 50,000 views since, I think it's 2 years ago she started, and 3 or 4 of her videos around face masks have got something like 6,000 or 7,000 views each, and that has all happened in the last 6 months to a year. So YouTube is owned by Google. Now if you Google any of those face mask names, she is often at number 1 or number 2 for that key phrase. So do not neglect putting your Facebook live videos onto your YouTube channel, because if you use the right key phrasing when you set up the title and the description of your YouTube channel and you put it in the tags, you will likely be found on the front page of Google, because Google owns YouTube and they want to promote video content. So these are all the reasons you need to get into video. I think I did a tip the other day. If you scroll down on my page here, you'll see my first tip in a series of tips about why you need to get into video, and I hope today has made you a little bit more keen to try Facebook Live. Be authentic, be yourself, be passionate, tell people what to do next. So in this case, go and check out the links to James' page below and Minesh's page below, and I will try and link directly to the specific videos that I'm talking about, and that's a really handy thing that you can do as well. If you want any help with that, come over to nicolacairncross.com. You can either join my next free 30-day challenge, or you can get yourself onto the waiting list for my Clicks and Leads Academy. And I'll be back as often as I can, as soon as I can, with another Facebook Live. Okay, well, on the podcast Own It, we have made the radical decision to move it all to Radio Public. They are paying per play, so we're going to stop putting show notes on the blog, which didn't get hardly any traffic anyway, and we're going to carry on sharing on the Facebook page, but we are concentrating very much more on publicising the episodes that are on Radio Public. So if you just go to radiopublic.com and search for Own It the podcast, you'll find us over there, and you can support us by listening over there and downloading the app. In fact, it doesn't take up much space on your phone, I have checked. And on the Vzine last week, I was saying how I've had a bit of a body blow from Facebook. They have taken away my ad account. They suddenly decided that they didn't like me saying offering my free book in the description of my Vzine. They deleted all 46 ads, and to have that many ads deleted in one hit, it's an automatic account closure, so that's what's happened. I am trying to talk to them because, you know, I hadn't realised that they had changed their terms and conditions. In fact, they don't actually say in their terms and conditions that they don't want you to say the word free ebook or download for free, but that seems to be what's causing the problem. So I am hopeful and optimistic that my rep will eventually come around to my way of thinking, especially as I'm really trying to show them that I want to be 100% compliant going forward. So go and have a look at that. That's all on nicolacairncross.com/blog, and you can catch up on all the episodes you've missed, because there's always useful nuggets of information in all of them. Now, I'm off to my Christmas lunch, and I will see you later. Bye!